My name is.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. We got a busy show, man. Trade deadline has come and gone. Who won? Who lost? Who's made their team? Who's just destroyed their farm system? We got all kinds of things to talk about. We got to talk about, of course, jazz. Everybody in New York's mad about jazz. Jazz music is making a resurgence in New York City. Jack Flaherty's heading out to the Dodgers, his childhood team. We got the Padres. A.J. Preller, man, he's just getting rid of everybody and their grandmother in that farm system. We got Crochet not moving, Skubal going nowhere, Detroit staying pat. We got to talk about what Tampa Bay's done. We got a lot of stuff to talk about when it comes to the trade deadline. We also got to catch up on some of the stuff that we saw yesterday. Like, there were a couple baseball games that were just buck wild. If you had the Padres yesterday, you probably are like thinking to yourself, that was a miracle win. That was awesome. You were down 5-0 against the Dodgers yesterday in the very first inning. And you just kept fighting and scratching and clawing. And Manny Machado came up big in two big spots with 2 home runs yesterday. In the ninth inning, down 2 bombs, tie that jun up. Won that bad boy in the 10th, 6-5. Hell of a day for the Padres. Not only was it a great day for the Padres to win that ball game, but the trade deadline. The Padres bullpen, it is definitely a lot stronger. They went out and got all-star Tanner Scott. I don't think people realize how good Tanner Scott's been this year. My man's got the best, like his, like, so you know how like you have your normal stats, like your ERA. His ERA is amazing, 1.18. He's thrown 45.2 innings pitched. His walk ratio, strikeout to walk ratio, striking out 10.4 batters per 9. Walks per 9, 5.3. It's a little bit higher than you would expect. But balls put in play, he's got the lowest batting average. Like, nobody is putting the ball, when they put the ball in play, they are getting out. He just is an out machine. I love what they did when it comes to grabbing him. I also love the fact that they just decided that, you know what, we can't go out there and get that big arm starting pitcher. We're just going to load up our bullpen. We're just going to get all kinds of arms, man. They got Jason Adams. They got Martin Perez. They also, don't forget, earlier in the year, man, bringing over Luis Rice is, like, kind of nasty. Dude's always on base. This Padre team, man, if you get drafted by the Padres, don't unpack your suitcase, because AJ is going to ship you out with the quickness. They did it back with Juan Soto. They did it with Manny Machado. They're doing it again this year. They gave the second, 21st, and 24th overall prospects away. They didn't give them away because they say they're going for them. And then you got other teams, man, out there, like Tampa Bay. I was, at first, you look at the things that Tampa Bay did. They brought back 5 arms. They gave away 4. They gave away Randy Arozarena and brought back 4 outfielders. They got rid of Paredes, brought back Morel from the Cubs. And they saved themselves a boatload of money. And they got a couple guys that are going to come up straight up, like right away from the minor leagues, that are going to be playing on day one. Like, I don't think this Tampa Bay team is any better than they were before the trade deadline, or any worse. But I know going forward in the future, they're going to be better, and they're saving themselves a lot of money. And again, this is a franchise that's always scraping pennies. Like Miami and Tampa Bay, I guess there's just too much to do in Florida that people just don't go to those games. But there's a lot to talk about with the trade deadline, and there's a lot of talk. There's just a ton to talk about with baseball, period. Because not only was the Dodgers and the Padres game awesome, and the Padres are going for it. And by the way, the Dodgers are going for it. We'll talk about what the Dodgers moves. I mean, getting Jack Flaherty, who has the best strikeout to walk ratio in baseball, I think is big. And it's kind of amazing. Jack Flaherty's been terrible. You know who's in a contract year? Jack Flaherty. How is it that all these pitchers always come back and have their best damn years during a contract year? They can be straight terrible couple seasons in a row. And then bam, man, that contract year, Flaherty's out of control right now. Heck, are you happy about your Cardinals, Mr. Brian Dacus?
No.
You're not happy?
No.
I'd be happier to be a Cardinals fan today than a Braves fan. I mean, Jorge Soler's basically all they did. Tommy Pham get him back. His first at bat. My man, he gets his Cardinal uniform, he puts it on, he pinch hits, and he hits a damn grand slam.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's Tommy Pham at the end of the day. He's not going to move the needle.
No, he's not, but it's still like, are you kidding me? Like, that's just, it almost doesn't even feel real. I'm like, dude, Tommy Pham just came in, first at bat, back with the Cardinals, and hits a bomb. By the way, man, did the Cardinals just own Max Scherzer or what?
It feels like it.
Dude, did you see Brandon Crawford's batting average against, like, how many hits he's had?
No, I didn't.
It was something, it was like he's batting under 200 on the year, right? He's like 190, I think.
Yeah.
In that area. He's not having a good year. But against Max Scherzer, he's like a 320 hitter.
Wow, that's crazy.
And, you know, yesterday he actually did some damage. That's why I brought him up. He had 2 hits against Max Scherzer and an RBI. And, again, Brandon Crawford has been terrible. Were you excited about Crawford this year?
No.
I didn't think you would be.
I thought it was a terrible signing.
It was a terrible signing. But, hey, man, the Cardinals right there back in the thick of things. And if you, you look around and you look at the wild card situation just around baseball and kind of talk about it from a, like the Red Sox. This is a team that's 2 games out of the wild card spot. But they have, ever since the All-Star break, they've been terrible coming out of the break. And they didn't make any moves. Not that's going to move the needle. And I feel like they're falling out fast. The Astros are coming on strong, or they were until they go on a 3-game losing streak. Tampa Bay, again, they're only 3.5 games out. I don't think they're any better. I don't think they're any worse. It's like over in the American League, if you look at it, like, it's very top-heavy. There's not as many teams that I feel like are going for it. And I feel like it's the Yankees, the Twins, and the Royals wild card to lose. And then the National League, man, the National League is buck. Cardinals are right there. They're only 2 games out. Diamondbacks are a half game out. The Padres say that they're going for it. The Braves being a half game out and not making any moves and all the injuries they have, I almost feel like the Braves are going to fall out and not even make them wild card. Like, they don't have any pitching. And Jorge Soler just does not move the needle for me. Now, in 2000, God, what was that? 2 years ago? What is it? Was it 2022?
Yeah, something like that.
When he was the MVP and hit 3-run bombs and stuff in the World Series against the Astros. No, that was awesome.
2021.
2021. I was like, man, is it 2022, 2021? You know how the day's been running together.
Mm-hmm.
The day's been running, but the Braves, they didn't
years
get any
have been
better.
Running together.
Yeah, years have been. You know, when you're young, it's so weird how time goes by so slow. Like the first 21 years of my life, I was just itching to get to 13, and then you're dying to be 16 so you can drive, and then you want to be 21 so you can drink like a fish. And then you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, I'm 30. And everything was kind of slow. And then, man, next thing you know, you blink and you're 46 years old and you got grandkids all over the place and life is just different. And then everything runs together. And the only thing you can remember, because your short-term memory is completely gone from all the cabbage that you smoked, you can only remember things from the 90s. It's a fun way to be. But baseball yesterday, there was a lot that was going on. And I got to say, like, just talking about the games that we have today, the games that, there's already a game that started, by the way, the Marlins and the Rays. I did take a Nerfy. I thought about mainlining a little energy this morning, so it has already started. I meant to say that at the beginning of the show. But let's hope that the Marlins and the Rays get a Nerfy. Do you know it's minus 150 because it's the Marlins and the Rays?
Wow.
That's a heck of a price to pay
Sure
for a Nerfy. So we're going to hope that it gets there. And it's Bradley and Berger, so that's also scary. Yankees and Phillies are going to be playing at 11:35 today. You have Nestor Cortez against Mr. Sanchez. Phillies do have the best record in the National League. They didn't make a whole lot of moves. Like, you don't need to make a whole lot of moves when you're the best team in the National League, but they did make that bullpen a hell of a lot better, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like, their bullpen is filthy right now. So I love what the Phillies have done. I love the Yankees and Jazz. Like, I don't think people understand how big of a move this is. And I know it's only 4 games. But did you know the Yankees' production at the plate from the third base position, do you know what it ranked in all of baseball?
I'm going to guess pretty low.
30th.
Wow.
They weren't getting anything from their third base. Guess who's decided that he's going to play third base and playing really well?
Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm. Dude, how do you know these things? Jazz, since he's come to the
great
Yankees, is
question.
6 for 15. If you don't know math, people, 15 goes into 64 times. He's batting 400. He's got 4 bombs. He's the first Yankee in history. 4 home runs in his first 3 games. That's pretty impressive. I mean, it's a new team. He's never played with them. Bam, he goes to the Yankees. 4 bombs. 3 games. And by the way, not only did he hit the bomb, did you see he got the single to move the man in the 12th inning over to third base.
That's right.
Sack fly. You win the game. Jazz, jazz, jazz. Jazz music is making a comeback in New York. Everybody's loving it.
I think you just hated Miami. Or was having too much fun in Miami.
Think
One
about
of the
it.
two.
No, he could have been having a lot of fun down in Miami because Miami's awesome. But also, think about what's around him. He's the main person that you're trying to get out. There's 27 outs that you got to get in a baseball game. You have to find your outs somewhere. Like, a lot of pitchers are going to nibble around Jazz and go out after the other guys. I'm not saying he's Barry Bonds. Like, Greg Maddux made me laugh. I don't know if you heard. He did a sit down not too long ago. It was probably months ago, actually, where he was talking about. It was.
There you go again, Dave.
I was like, this was. I was thinking about it. It was like right before my injury, and I was like, God, that was. I don't even know how long ago.
Yeah, it's been like a month now.
It's been a month now, so it was about a month ago at least. And I was watching him talk. I think he was on. Damn, I can't remember what show. But anyway, I'm listening to Greg Maddux, and they asked him about what it was like to face Barry Bonds, and he said, "Man, for me, it really wasn't that hard." He said, "I knew that." There's only one thing that we have to do as a pitcher, and our goal is to get 27 outs. You have to pick and choose your battles. When you know Barry Bonds, if there is a base open, if there is somebody on base, you just walk him. Don't give the man a chance to kill you. And nibble, nibble, nibble. Because if you throw anything over that plate, it's going to get smashed. So I feel like Jazz has been pitched around. And this is also a guy who, do you know that when he was down in Miami, and I think it benefited him a lot, because he was talking about this, they were throwing him so much spin the last 2 seasons. Like, he wouldn't get a fastball, that he changed his plate approach. He says now he goes up looking for spin, and then he just times up the fastball. His 4 home runs, a cutter that didn't cut, a slurve that he just smashed, a nasty sinker, and then I can't remember what the other one was, but all of them were, guess what? Spinners. None of that straight stuff. People might have to make an adjustment because he's looking for that. And right now, with the Yankees lineup, he's fitting in perfectly. Yankees Phillies 11:35 today. If you want to play the game, you have to lay 115 for Philadelphia. You have to lay 105 for the Yankees. It's basically a toss-up. You know, Phillies have lost 3 straight. Yankees are going for the sweep. And by the way, the Phillies, they've only won 1 of their last 6 games. They lost to the Twins right before the break, came back and went 1 win, 2 losses against the Guardians, and they lost 2 out, to the Yankees. I mean, dude, 1-5 in their last 6. That don't feel like the best team in baseball. They feel like they need to get off of it. And I told you on Monday that we're going with the Yankees because Alec Baum was with Aaron Dolan all weekend.
Oh, wow.
Remember that, right? Oh, you weren't here
I wasn't
Monday.
here Monday, so I missed
Did
that.
you know that Alec Baum's dating Aaron Dolan?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Who is Aaron Dolan again?
The smoking hot gambler on ESPN.
Oh, the one that does the
ESPN
Bet show. And
Yeah.
she's on all the commercials. Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
The smoke show.
I just didn't know. I know her name. I'm sorry, John.
Do you know
I've seen her.
who's done more for golf than Paige Spreenak? Do you know her name?
Tiger Woods?
Nope. Paige.
I saw you tweet that the other day.
I did tweet that the other day.
That was also the day I wasn't here. It was like, wow. Things must have gotten off the rails without me there.
Yeah, it was me and Darian, baby.
Yeah.
But again, the Yankees and the Phillies, they go today in just a minute. In fact, you got 15 minutes before the first pitch. And don't you feel like at home, Phillies got to win 1? Like that
You would
feels
hope so.
like I just feel like they got that whole do factor going.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared of Nestor. Are you?
No, not really this year, no.
I feel like Nestor's, man, I mean, my man's just not been that good. They don't seem to put up a lot of runs when he pitches either. Have you noticed that? I don't think they like him. In fact, I think we're going to go with the Phillies for one reason. The Phillies love a dirty Sanchez. He's on the bump today. The Yankees don't like Nestor Cortez at all. So we've decided Phillies minus 115. How's my Nerfy looking?
Let's see. I was just on that page. You're in the bottom of the first with 1 out and an 0-2 count. So it looks, knock on wood, it looks pretty good right now.
I like that. And then we got to also talk one thing about the some other moves. Like, I got to bring up the White Sox real quick, and I know that sounds crazy. But Crochet didn't help the White Sox because he's demanded
That's right.
the extension. So he wasn't going to move. They didn't move Luis Roberts.
That's right.
Robert, I always put an S on it. It's kind of like Bally Sports.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll call it Bally's
I
because of
always
the
call it
old
Bally's.
gambling joint. But Bally Sports, you always call it Bally's? Mm-hmm. It's really Bally, by the way.
Yeah. Who cares?
By the way, Bally Sports back tomorrow.
Hey, get some money and then.
Did you know that?
And then don't go bankrupt, and I'll learn how to say your name.
That's a good point, but did you know that it's coming back tomorrow for those Xfinity users?
Oh wow, good for them.
Oh, you didn't know this? Do you have Xfinity?
No, I've had DirecTV. I haven't had an issue with Bally all year.
Oh, man, I got a big middle finger for you.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
I've been watching Cardinal games, Braves games, the Reds.
Well, I've been watching it too on One Television.
Yeah, your little jailbroken TV that you have to reset every
2 weeks drives me nuts, man.
I love that.
Yeah, makes me crazy. I feel like I'm learning more about like technology though.
There you
Damn
go.
it, the Rays just scored.
You're kidding. Oh, I feel like I'm
2
playing
outs,
on that.
bro.
Wow. I did knock on wood though, so I don't want to blame myself too much for that. But wow, it was Christopher Morel. How about that?
Man, that loser from Chicago.
He just really has a Tampa Bay vibe. I don't know what it is about him, but I saw him last night in a Rays uniform. Just looks good in a Rays jersey. Looked good in a Cubs jersey. Christopher
Man,
Morel,
I didn't like him as a
good-looking
Cub.
guy.
I don't like him now. I'm not friends with him. I'm never going to be friends
What's
with
the
that
word
dude.
that all the young kids are using now, John? He's got aura. You know,
Is that a word that
he's
the
got
kids,
some pizzazz. Yep,
I don't think they use pizzazz.
they don't, but I just had to throw that in there. But I kind of like Chris Morel. I kind of always liked Chris
I
Morel.
think
but
you like him because he made me lose.
No, he was just with the Cubs. I couldn't like him when he was with the Cubs because, Cubs bad because I'm a Cardinals fan. But now that he's a Ray, I kind of like him.
Yankees.
Sorry for your loss, John.
It's all right. It happens, man. It happens. Phillies, Yankees, they start here in 15 minutes. I'm going to get some more action. I'm going to ride with the Phillies. They have lost 3 straight. They've only won 1 of their last 6. They got that do factor. And I don't trust Nestor Cortez. Toronto and Baltimore play 2 teams going in the absolutely opposite direction. The The Orioles did a lot. Like, they did a lot. And by the way, did you know not only did the Orioles have a game today against Toronto, do you know my man who, did you see McCann's face?
No.
For Baltimore when he broke his nose. He's got like several factors in his face.
No, I missed that.
That was the nastiest. Like, I haven't seen a dude get hit in the face like that in a long dead gum time, and he stayed in the game. It was one of the most filthy things I've seen in a long time. It was the first game of a doubleheader. It was the Orioles and the Blue Jays on Monday. My man takes a 90-mile-an-hour baseball straight to his face. Straight to his face. And he finishes the game.
Wow. Warrior.
Well, guess what? Guess who's playing today with multiple fractures in his face?
He is.
James McCann. He's batting ninth for the Orioles. You know who's going to be batting eighth?
Who's that?
Batting eighth and playing second base for the Orioles today, Jackson Holliday.
He's back.
Jackson Holliday is back. I think, man, today, Baltimore, you have to lay 250 to take the O's versus the Jays. Did you know that?
Uh-huh.
Man, I just want to, like, who is somebody else I can hook them up with so I can just grab a little juice and get a 3-game parlay? In fact, we need to take a quick break in our minds. We're going to work this out on air. So we're definitely going to go. So we're going to take the Phillies for the do factor, the O's because they're just that much better. And I love the Twins today. I don't think they're going to get the sweep. The Twins couldn't get it. Like, Sevy got a shutout yesterday. The Mets got a shutout yesterday of the Twins. Twins are a good baseball club. Lopez is on the bump. I feel like he's the better pitcher because Sevy being a right-hander, Twins top 5 against right-handers. They can't hit a left-hander to save their damn life. But Sevy's a righty, and they really nasty on righties. I like the Twins today. That's our morning gambling 3-pack pick for you. We're going Twins, O's, and Phillies. We got a lot of trade deadline talk to get to today. We got great Hardwood stories. I got a lottery ticket story. I got women's rugby stories. I got Kelsey brothers, Jason and Travis news. Hawk Tui girl went on the Bill Maher podcast. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They said some stuff about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift that I think are really, really interesting. We'll talk about that as well. And then I got NFL news and notes. I got some stuff to talk about. Everybody's talking about the Jets. I'm going to bring up the Giants. And also got to give a big congratulations to my buddy David Deal. He was recognized as one of the top 100 players in Giants franchise history. I'll give you the number exactly a little bit later, but we got to take a time out because on the other side, we're switching gears. We got to talk with Dustin Starr. We got wrestling on the other side, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
From the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Getting engaged is one of life's most spectacular occasions. And when you find your ring at Sissy's Log Cabin, the promise of a lifetime begins with our promise to always provide unmatched quality, superior service, and brilliant natural diamonds. Find your dream engagement ring, wedding bands, and more when you shop Sissy'sLogCabin.com or stop by one of our 6 locations. Begin the rest of your life brilliant. Only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
With Progressive Snapshot, you could save on auto insurance rates by driving safely, which is great because you're rarely rewarded for just being you. Ever get rewarded for being left-handed? No. You get to use weird scissors. Your reward for being a Capricorn? Cold birthdays that conflict with the holidays. And your reward for quickly responding to every work email? More emails. But with Snapshot, even left-handed Capricorns with proper email etiquette could get rewarded for good driving. So download the Progressive app today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Snapshot not available in all states and from all agents.
For more than half a century, contractors and trade professionals have relied on WeatherGuard for heavy-duty truck and van storage equipment, not just to protect their valuable tools, but to protect their professional reputations. For pros, the WeatherGuard badge makes a statement about what drives them. It says, "Bring it on. Been there. Done that. We've got your back," without saying a word. And the folks at WeatherGuard, they're just as driven as the hardworking pros they serve. See what it means to be driven at weatherguard.com.
Rockin' Ronnie Smith, it's the big, this the summer event at Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat on the Pike. Yo, Rockin' Ronnie, what you got going on?
I've got 2023 Jeep Renegade Latitude four-wheel drive, $26,095 for $388 a month.
That's a rockin' Jeep deal. What else you got, Ronnie?
Power up in a 2023 Dodge Charger SXT, $26,795 or $398 a month.
And Ronnie, I know you're in the big, this the summer event. You gotta have an incredible Ram deal.
2024 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab four-wheel drive, $697 a month.
Rockin' Ronnie is rockin' some deals today. So drive past the rest and come to the nest at Classic Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike, or shop online at gossipmotorcars.net. Renegade Triple P 57256, MSRP 31095, Charger PH 636170, MSRP 37215, Ram RN 203232, MSRP 588. Price includes all rebates and incentives and excludes PF 695. All exclude tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Dealer stock only.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a hump day, man. I just realized a little hump day action today. You know, the Olympics are like been balling out. You been
Sure
paying
have.
attention to the Olympics?
Oh, I got it up here. Gold Zone. Great way to watch it, Gold Zone.
Did you see Simone Biles and the gymnastics girls took care of business again yesterday?
Another gold.
We finally got another gold. Does that mean we got 5 now?
I think so. I'll double check.
Because I'm just telling you, we got the most medals, but damn, we don't got a lot of gold, you know?
Yeah, we had like 4 yesterday. That might make it 5.
What's it? What commercial is it where they're like, buy gold? We need to start buying some gold.
We need not buying. We just need to win gold.
Yeah, win some gold, damn it. Come on, USA, USA, USA. But time to switch gears, man. We got to switch up and talk a little bit of wrestling with my good buddy Dustin Starr. But first, I got to tell you, on a hump day, you've made it. You're halfway through the week. 2 more days and the weekend's going to be here. I think it's a cause for celebration. Why don't you stop by Buster's Liquor Store on the way home? The one at Poplar and Highland. Grab you some Tito's, maybe some wine. Whatever it is that you like, they got it. They also have another liquor store at Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center. So if you're over by the Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center, just stop on in and get you a little bit of liquor, baby. But if you're down at Poplar and Highland, don't just stop in to get some liquor. Also go to the back, to the side. Because right next door to Buster's Liquor Store is Buster's Butcher. And let me tell you something. There's nothing like it in Memphis. Everything is cut to order. They grind your ground chuck in front of you. They got the best sausages, the best steaks, the best chops, the best meats, the best cheeses. They got charcuterie boards. They got sides for you. Heck, they even have deli sandwiches in the middle of the afternoon. You want to do a little day drinking? Stop in there and grab you a little Bloody Mary mix, get you some Tito's, run next door and get you a good old sandwich. That's a good hump day, isn't it? Make sure you learn more at bustersbutcher.com. See why every cut counts at Buster's Butcher. It's time to talk to my buddy Dustin Starr. What's up, Dustin?
Oh, yeah. What's going on, Johnny Radio?
Man.
How we doing today?
I'm doing better every single day. Every single day, which is huge. Every day a
Can't
little
get
bit better
better
than the day before.
I say it doesn't get any better than that if you can get better and better. I keep telling Reese the Beast, slow down. He's like, I can't. I'm just growing so fast, Dad. And I'm like, I know you are. And I heard you talking about the Olympics, man. I haven't checked out quite as much of the Olympics as I should. But
Did the drag
regarding
show turn you off?
Actually, I heard so much about that I had to go and look it up to see why everybody was so mad. But Chris Jericho recently on an interview said that pro wrestling should become an Olympic sport. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I never see that happening. Could you ever see that happening, Johnny? Like, it would be cool for pro wrestling. But how on earth could you make pro wrestling part of Olympic sport? I've been thinking about it ever since he said it. I just don't see it working. What about you?
Man,
You think it'd work?
does the rest of the world know that it's basically a scripted event?
Yeah, like it's a television show. So, like, I mean, is it like winning the best actor at the Oscars or
Well,
whatever.
you got
like, so I
wrestlers
don't know
from
how
all
you.
over the world. It basically just be like a little sideshow where, like, you could act like, that's part of the games and just
I mean,
get
I
like
get it.
crazy.
It's a performance of athletic ability, kind of like what we were talking about with, Simone and all that stuff. I mean, it's similar, but it's different. I just don't ever see it happening. But I thought it was an interesting conversation just because a lot of the choreography.
Oh, I figured it out.
of
I
some of
figured
these
it out. Here's how they do it.
routines.
I figured out how you can do wrestling as an Olympic sport.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who wins the match. It does
Well-
not matter who wins the match. No, because
I
you
know
get
it doesn't,
scored on
but
your.
people get mad about it.
But to put it to an Olympic sport, like like the girls on the balance beams and stuff, and the
Right.
like or I'm trying to think, divers, like when they do their little dive and then they go woo 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 woo, and then they do a little bitty baby splash in the water, and like everyone's like, yeah,
Right.
They
so
have
it's like
judges.
a performance like that.
So
yeah,
like you're
I-
judged on your performance. So like, yeah, he might have lost, but dude, I was sold.
Right. I think the problem too would be that, it's like ice cream. There's different flavors, and people like different flavors of ice cream. Some people like the hardcore wrestling. Some people like the technical wrestling or whatever. And I think another thing that you would probably have some problems with is, like, since the outcome is predetermined. Oh, dare I say it? Like, who would win? USA's got to win every single time, right?
Yep. Oh,
So I
that's
think
the
there would be an
truth.
argument. And believe it or not, like, sometimes the audience, and this is kind of similar but different, like sometimes the audience, when you give them a certain finish that they're shocked about, they get stone cold quiet. Like you could hear a pin drop, like they're so shocked, which is really good. But then on the opposite side is you can give them a finish to a match to where everybody's on their feet and they go absolutely crazy. So you get both ends of, you get the best of both ends of the spectrum. But ever since Jericho said that, I couldn't stop thinking about how the heck could you make pro wrestling an Olympic sport? But I guess that performance part of it with judges.
That's the only way I
guess
think
it
you could actually do it, because you just put on the show and then bam, who are the best? Like back in the day, Hulk would have won it when he was with all of his little
Oh, yeah.
Hulkamaniacs.
Absolutely. But, if you think about it, like Caitlin Clark got snubbed. I mean, who would just say that Hogan wouldn't get snubbed from the however they pick, right? Like
That's a
that
good
could be a
point.
whole nother controversial thing where you think this guy's the best wrestler in the world, and then he doesn't even make the Olympic professional wrestling team. It'd be so crazy. Anyway, off on a tangent with that. It was kind of funny hearing Jericho say that, because it's like, I'm a wrestling guy through and through, but I'm still like, how would that work?
All
I
right.
don't know if we want to see that.
Since
So,
we've just been kind of, going off the rails, I'm ready to go off the rails a little bit more. Did you hear about the women's rugby team?
I did not. Educate me.
They just got the bronze medal, beat Australia with 12 seconds, which you would call basically a walk-off. Like the girl stiff-armed this girl, took off 90 damn yards, scored with no time left on the clock. USA! USA! They won the
Nice.
bronze medal. One of the dopest things I've ever seen in my life. And I actually liked watching women's rugby for some reason. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to ever go find some wrestlers, you need to go look at this Olympic women's rugby team. They're some of the
Yeah.
toughest women I've ever seen in my life.
I don't doubt it. One of the hottest women's wrestlers in the world right now her name is Camille. She's the Brick House. She's with Sasha Banks, who is now Mercedes Moné on TV. So she's like the bodyguard. And she came from women's football. And, they were padded up with shoulder pads and helmets and all that stuff. And she was a big bruiser, in women's football, and then spun that off into a professional wrestling career. So I say that to say, hey, don't think WWE is not looking and watching the Olympics, because that's how Mark Henry and several other Olympics, Kurt Angle or whatnot, that's how they got linked up with WWE. So, hey, we might see some women's rugby players in the wrestling ring at some point.
And heck, man, I saw this this morning. Michael Sang, he's one of the, I can't remember which, he's one of those rich millionaire owners of some great billionaire, team. But he's pledged $4 million. He wants to like the rugby team. He says he wants to turn women's rugby into a pro league. Do you think women's pro rugby? Like, I watch football. I did watch the lingerie bowl during halftime of the
I was going to
Super
ask,
Bowl.
is that a part of your rugby league? Is the
women?
The outfits, I guess, that these women would wear. Is that a thing, or is this like straight up?
Man, it's
legit
actually
rugby?
straight up. It's kind of like,
Okay.
tennis. Okay, so I'm just going to lay it out. I like women's tennis because I can't watch dudes tennis. Like, I just don't care. Don't like I love the women's game.
This will sound weird, Johnny, but I like when they hit the ball and they make a noise.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I love it in wrestling when they punch each other. When the women's wrestling, one of my favorite parts is how they verbalize and vocalize, like and the striking and all that stuff. I love it.
Maria Sharapova was the loudest I've ever heard in my life.
And she was probably the most popular, right?
Yes, she was. But I love, like, women's tennis. I think women's rugby would be awesome because I would actually pay attention to that if they played at the right time. Like, you can't do anything around football season because football. I don't even pay attention to the first half of the NBA. Doesn't start till Christmas Day for me.
Yeah.
But I think women's rugby would be like something like, I think it would work.
I'm there with you. I mean, all it takes is a couple of, superstar women to step up. Like, look at the WNBA right now. It's never been as talked about as it is right now, and it's because they have a couple of superstars or several superstars that are helping. People are talking about it from the college level all the way to the pros. I mean, it could totally happen. And if you were going to do a women's rugby league, I think now is the time to launch with the popularity of the Olympics and then also the popularity of the WNBA. I mean, it's right now if they were going to do it. Is that in talks or is that just your brainchild?
That's just my brainchild.
Man, you're a genius. Let's get together.
All right, let's do this. I'm in. Now,
it's hard enough starting a wrestling company. I don't know about starting a whole women's rugby league. That might be biting off more than we could chew. I don't know.
But you have started a wrestling right here back in Memphis, man, the home of wrestling, Memphis, Tennessee. And you got something going on August 4th, don't you?
Yeah. This weekend's going to be big. Of course, it's SummerSlam weekend. So on Saturday, we'll be out at Dave & Buster's watching SummerSlam and playing some free arcade games. So I'll have some power cards for you guys. It's free
what
to come
time
up
is
there and watch.
SummerSlam on Saturday?
I'm telling people to get there at 6 because the pregame will start at 6. You can grab your seat, grab you a beer, something to eat, and then at 7 o'clock is when the pay-per-view actually starts. And SummerSlam is ranked, I would say legitimately is ranked number 3 because I would say WWE WrestleMania is number 1. Royal Rumble has got to be number 2 because it leads into WrestleMania, and it's just such a great event. But then SummerSlam is the biggest party of the year. And so that's taking place this weekend. A lot of really high-profile matches. Should be really, really good. And then on Sunday, man, we have gone all out on Sunday. There is a women's wrestler. She is the TNA Knockout World Champion. She just appeared at the WWE Royal Rumble in January. And then just a matter of a couple of weeks ago, she was on WWE NXT defending her TNA Wrestling Knockout World title. Jordan Grace.
Dude, what does TNA stand for?
It was Total Nonstop Action.
Okay.
That's what it stood for. So it's not what you think it was. Even though that
I know. I was like, man, because when you first said
back in the day,
I was like,
yeah.
Really?
Back in the day, they had cage dancers, and they were a little more risque and all that stuff. And then they changed to Impact Wrestling and then moved back to TNA Wrestling just because the name was so popular. And so now they're TNA Wrestling again. But Jordan Grace is one of the most popular women's wrestlers in the entire world, whether it's WWE, AEW, Impact, what have you. She's coming on Sunday this week, and you can meet Jordan Grace live. And
she's going to be, you're going to have her this Sunday, August 4th?
She will be here this Sunday. And
at
Jonathan
the Wrestle
Gresham,
Center?
Yes. Jonathan Gresham is actually her husband, and he's a former Ring of Honor world champion. He's a TNA wrestling superstar, and then also regarded as one of the best wrestlers in the entire world. He'll be here as well. So we have a husband-wife duo showing up on Sunday, and it should be awesome. So we'll have a big VIP meet and greet at 12:30. You can meet Jordan Grace and Jonathan Gresham. We've got the VIP lanyards. The place is going to be rocking, and then we're going to do our television taping there. That's coming up on this Sunday. Get those tickets, MemphisWrestling.tv. You could save $5 per ticket. Just use the code TNA at checkout. It's going to be awesome.
That sounds like a blast. So you're definitely busy. You're busy on Saturday. You're going to be at David Buster's for a little SummerSlam. You're busy on Sunday. You're shooting your event with on what time? 12 o'clock?
Yeah, we actually ring the bell at 1:30, so we're about 1:30 to 4:15. We're going to keep you there all day. You know, if you go to church, you can come right after church. Of course, some people are going back to school, so we're done early enough to where you are not out late or anything like that. So we strategically placed it on a Sunday.
All right, now you got to also tell me a little something. What are people going to be seeing at SummerSlam?
SummerSlam, you've got Cody.
Like
so
Joe
Cody's
Burrow?
defending the title. Well, it's Cody Rhodes. I mean, Dusty Rhodes' son, the world champion. He finally finished the story at WrestleMania, but then you've had Roman Reigns gone since WrestleMania. So Solo Sikoa has kind of stepped up and said that he is the new head of the table, not Roman Reigns. He said Roman Reigns isn't coming back at all, Johnny. And so now we're at SummerSlam, and the rumors are circulating and swirling because, The Rock, he's just about finished doing his newest movie. And then, of course, Roman Reigns is expected to come back and make a surprise return. So there's all sorts of rumors going around about SummerSlam involving Roman Reigns and The Rock and all that kind of stuff. So a big match there. Of course, you have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and now they've thrown Seth freaking Rollins in as the special guest referee. So there's no telling what's going to happen with that. Jesse the Body Ventura was actually backstage at Monday Night Raw this week for the first time in decades because apparently Jesse the Body Ventura did not get along very well with Vince McMahon. Now Vince is out. Looks like Jesse the Body might be doing something with WWE. I thought that was pretty interesting. Maybe he will appear at SummerSlam. Man, the list goes on and on. The card is absolutely loaded, and I would imagine it'll be 3 hours just action-packed stuff, man.
Dang. I'm so fired up for a little bit of SummerSlam. Man, okay, so with the whole SummerSlam, like you said it was 3 compared to WWE, like basically, like how many pay-per-views does WWE do a year?
They do one a month, and then AEW, which is the competition, they do about one a quarter, and they're starting to pick those up too. And WWE's pay-per-view game has changed a lot because they have Peacock. That's WWE Network. So you can pay $5.99 a month and you can watch them all. Whereas the other pay-per-views with AEW, for instance, are like $59.99. They're very expensive. So these watch parties, they come in big time when you're saving all that money. You just go and watch and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, WWE, they run one every single month. They call them a premium live event. So they even changed the name from pay-per-view to premium live event, which I think was kind of funny.
I kind of
But yeah,
like
SummerSlam is the third biggest. Me too. It differentiates what everybody else is doing.
And I'm
UFC
glad.
does
Okay,
pay-per-views.
so I have the Peacock. So if I want to watch it on Saturday, I just go to the Peacock.
That's it. Peacock. Watch it live.
I call that the Strong Arm channel.
I can't tell you what I call it. I don't know if we're allowed to say it on the air. It's a abbreviated version of Peacock.
I can believe that. I can believe it. Now, the other thing that I needed to bring up, my man, is I don't know if you know this since we're talking about Peacock real quick and we got streaming and all kinds of crazy events. Did you hear, do you have Xfinity?
I do not know.
Yeah.
How do I not know that?
I can tell that Maria's in charge of the cable.
Yeah, she's in charge of that. I do have YouTube TV. I don't know if we have our internet for though.
Well, I have the Xfinity Holy Crap package.
The Xfinity.
And I've been very, very upset with them because we haven't had Bally Sports for months.
Oh, I can't watch either, bro. It drives me nuts.
Oh, well, guess what? It's coming back tomorrow.
Well, thank goodness. I tell Maria, how do I not have Bally Sports? I can't watch the away games unless I go to the bar or something.
Well, the problem
and she's
is...
like, well, you're not going to the bar, brother.
Well, you're going to get it back. You're going to get it back tomorrow. But if you don't already have the Holy Crap package, you're going to have to pay from anywhere from $20 to $26 more a month, just to let you know.
I could write that off, though, right? Since I work there.
I mean, I'm not
I
a tax attorney.
I guess I have to ask Maria that, yeah. But I can't wait. I think I told you this. We shot a little commercial a couple of weeks ago. I'm waiting on that to drop. Of course, there were Grizz Girls auditions. They're doing auditions for the Claw Crew.
Did you get to Did you get to be a part of the Grizz Girls auditions?
Well, here's a little peek behind the curtain. Many years ago, 9 seasons ago, I think I was asked to go and judge or help out. And I was kind of like,
please let me do this every year. Would you talk to them and tell them I can do this job probably better than anybody?
You totally could, but I was trying to keep myself out of trouble. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but as long as I just stay good and clear away.
I'm just saying, my daughter is like a 4-time national champ, college champ, cheerleader at Ole Miss. Yeah. So I know, I'm a cheer dad, dude. I know the game. Plus, I just got the eye for talent.
Yes, I understand. I am not a part of that, although I'm a big fan of what they do. Their outfits, Varsity Spirit, man, has hooked them up. When you see the Grizz Girls outfits, it makes me think of wrestling. I want our wrestlers to have outfits like that. They're so good. Man. So all that's going on. They're doing all the auditions, and I imagine that we'll get a call to come in and do some rehearsing and see what's new with the Grizzlies game ops this year. So Of course, I don't know when media day is, but I know as we inch closer to August, September, October, it's going to get really, really busy coming up around there. And then also I've got a baby due too on October 5th. So just as the season's tipping off, man, I'm going to be welcoming baby Rowan into the world.
Oh, my goodness. My granddaughter is going to be 1 tomorrow.
Awesome. Happy
Eden
birthday.
Faye. Happy birthday. Yeah, I can't believe a whole year's already gone by.
Man, Reese is talking up a storm. He asked me the other day if he could have a King Cobra T-shirt or a Psycho Simon. That got me a little bit nervous. So, man, these kids are growing up big time. Speaking of that, real quick, if I could throw in a cheap plug, we're raising money for St. Jude coming up next week. It's on Saturday, August 10th at the Pontotoc Agri Center. Tommy Dreamer is coming to fight in a Pontotoc street fight against Psycho Simon, and we're raising money for St. Jude. We're looking to beat last year's number. Last year we had $15,250, I believe, that was raised. And this year it looks like we're going to beat that. So anybody that's listening, even if you can't attend the event, if you'd like to purchase a ticket and donate that to somebody and then also help donate to our fundraiser for St. Jude, just head over to MemphisWrestling.tv. We're thrilled that Tommy Dreamer is coming back to help us with this. We're thrilled that we're able to write a big check to St. Jude for the second year in a row. Big shout out to the Pontotoc Run Club. Also, Coach Pillar, who took a beating on Memphis Wrestling last week. Johnny, if you did not see that,
no,
go to our YouTube page.
All right.
They literally took this. We call him our St. Jude hero because he heads up, fundraising for Memphis Wrestling and Pontotoc Run Club for St. Jude. The Reverend Ash Taylor literally stripped his shirt off and beat him with a kendo stick. So there will be revenge coming on August 10th in Pontotoc. And so go ahead and get those tickets too, because it's going to be for a really, really good cause.
Pontotoc is only like 75 miles from here. Hour and 15 minutes from where I'm at.
Not bad at all. We're going to have a really packed card. One of the feature events that we do there is called Rumble on the Trail. So it's like a big battle royal. And we've got a brand new trophy. It's called the Ansley Cup. Because we had Ansley, who was a good friend of Memphis Wrestling, Big John Dalton, Coach Pillar. She was a patient at St. Jude. Well, unfortunately, she passed away last year. And so when she was at our event last year and at our fundraisers last year, and so in memory of her and to keep her name and her spirit alive, we've got a big brand new shiny trophy called the Ansley Cup. And so somebody's going to get their name engraved on that Ansley Cup, and hopefully that cup will be around for a long, long time. Help us remember little Ansley and her battle at St. Jude.
Man, that's awesome, brother. And there's nothing like St. Jude again. They don't take a single penny from any kid from anywhere, period. And they do everything they can to beat, childhood cancer. It's like
the older you get, man,
creme de la creme.
The older you get. And you know this, Johnny, me and you are about the same age. I think you're older than me. If not, we're going to pretend you are. But as you get a little older, you look back at it a little differently. You know what I mean? You definitely, whether we do it on purpose, growing up, we do take things for granted. And once you get a little bit older and start looking at it in a different, more experienced set of eyeballs, it's like, oh, wow, this is really special. So we're really looking forward to August the 10th, raising money for St. Jude.
Man, you got a busy week. You got the 3rd, you got Dave and Buster's. You're going to be doing a little WWE SummerSlam. You got an event at the Wrestle Center. You got a husband and wife little action going on. What's going on again on a Sunday?
Should be good. Yeah, that's Sunday, our big TV. Look at this, man. Like, people talk about classic days of Memphis Wrestling and the schedule and how much they did. I mean, we've got August 3rd, we've got August 4th, we've got August 8th, we've got August 10th, we've got August 16th, August 24th. I mean, we are rocking and rolling in August. And then in September, I mean, it slows down just a little bit in September, but really that's because we're expecting a baby. So I'm like, all right, guys, I don't know what my availability is going to be like at the end of September, early October. So let's just fit it all in. We have a jam-packed August. If you want to see that full lineup and see where all we're going to be at, I mean, in September, we're going to be at the Mid-South Fair. We're at the Benton County Fair this month, or in August. We're at the Dyer County Fair, doing all sorts of fundraisers because school's back in session and we're getting everybody ready for whatever's going on. So we're helping beta clubs, volleyball teams, baseball teams, you name it, man. We're rocking and rolling.
Dude, you are the man, Dustin. Be blessed. Everybody follow him at Dustin Star with 2 R's. Don't forget to use the promo code TNA to save $5. We're going to do it again next week, and you be blessed this weekend. I'll talk to you again soon, homie.
Let's do it. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, yeah.
That's my buddy, Dustin Starr. I got to take a quick timeout. I'm late for a break. Back in 2 Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, they're proud to be here for their neighbors while giving back to communities across the state throughout the year, every year. This month, they're honored to stand alongside 1,600 dedicated volunteers as they make this year's annual FedEx St. Jude Golf Tournament fundraiser a resounding success. Giving back to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, which helps treat and defeat childhood cancer, is a meaningful effort that is very close to their hearts. This year, their goal is to reach $3 million in donations for kids at St. Jude's, and they couldn't do it without the support of their amazing volunteers. To all the participants, thank you for being a part of this most important endeavor to lift up so many families across the state from right here in Memphis, Tennessee. To read more about Team Blue volunteers, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, Healthy Places, and other ways they're devoted to helping our communities, please visit bcbst.com.
It's the season for fun, sun, and savings at the Volkswagen Sandy Summer Sales Event. Going on now at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike, and I've got Jason, the main man Marshall, on the phone to give you the lowdown.
Randy, I've got the 2024 Taos SE, $299 a month, 36 miles per gallon on the highway. 2024 Atlas Peak Editions, $5,000 off or just 0.9% APR for 60 months. And the new 2024 Tiguan, $3,000 off or just 1.9% APR for 60 months. And the list of savings goes on and on at Gossett Volkswagen on Covenant Pike. And remember, no reasonable offer will be refused.
Summer fun has begun. Ask for Jason, the main man Marshall, at Gossett Volkswagen, 1875 Covington Pike, or online at GossettVWMemphis.com.
Where we're charging for it and charging less every day.
DQ presents... Picture this. Picture the DQ $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Not just a cheeseburger, a bacon cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. All full-size, all for $7. Because everything's better with bacon. Everything's also better with a side of fries, a refreshing drink, and a sundae to finish. Yum. The $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal. Now for a limited time on the $7 meal deal lineup. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Genesis Diamonds is opening up the vault with our largest GIA Diamond event ever. Starting Saturday for a limited time, all our GIA Diamond engagement rings are down 20%.
That's 20% below Genesis' already unbeatable price. This means you can buy like a dealer buys with deep discounts on over $10 million in stunning diamond rings.
Super savings on every GIA Diamond ring, 1.5 carats to 20 carats, all shapes, 2 rounds, ovals, reds, cushion cuts, pear shapes, emerald cuts, princess cuts.
Remember, all Genesis diamonds are handmade, come straight from the diamond cutters that are rated by the GIA, the most prestigious gem market in the world.
Genesis everyday prices are unbeatable.
Don't miss this chance to save like never before. This means you can brand buy like a dealer buys.
Starting Saturday for a limited time, exclusively at Genesis Diamonds.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I don't know if I believe my doctor now, but I kind of believe him. Like, he told me the reason because I called one day. It was like, man, bro, why aren't you giving me nothing for the pain, man? This is ridiculous, man. And he's like, well, man, you can take acetaminophen and ibuprofen. They don't do jack, man. And he said, well, you need to know that you're in pain so you don't move around a bunch and hurt yourself. And I'm doing a lot better today.
Good.
I kind of forgot I was hurt, and I just went and sat down in the chair like a normal person.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm going to cry. And I also want to cry because I'm so proud of the Grizzlies.
Shout out the Grizz.
Shout out the Grizz, man. Grizz did something today. Do you know what the Grizz did today, by the way, Mr. Dakis?
Signed Luke Kennard.
Luke, you are not the father. That's more
Star Wars.
That's Star Wars mixed with who's the dude who said you're not the father?
Oh, was Maury?
Maury.
Yeah.
That's Luke's with Maury Povich. But Luke Kennard, 1 year, $11 million deal. You got to like what the Grizzlies got. They went ahead and got Zach Edey. I think everybody's feeling a little bit better about him down low. I know I am. You're going to have Ja, Desmond Bane, Marcus Smart, and Tripp. That's going to be basically your starting five. That means you got Kennard and Vince and Gigi and Sandy and Scottie Pippen Jr. And don't forget about the new kid Cam Spencer that can stroke. Dude who said he'd die for this game. I really like this team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a hell of a lot more excited about the Grizzlies this time, right now, than I was last year when he had the Ja 20-game suspension and all the stuff that was going around and then injuries left and right. My goodness. By Christmas, man, everything the whole wheels had come off. Hell, and then we were all excited about the Tigers at Christmas, and then right after Christmas, the wheels fell off for the Tigers as well.
Yeah.
That was a rough year for Hoop City.
It sure was.
But, man, next year I think is going to be awesome. You can't keep both teams down 2 years in a row. I think the odds say one of them is going to be pretty damn good, if not both.
Yep.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Grizzlies. We also have USA basketball today. The USA team is going to play Sudan. Damn it.
South Sudan.
South
Sudan.
Right. I couldn't remember if it was North or South. No.
You're right. South Sudan.
South Sudan. By the way, I didn't realize when they were in pool play that they barely beat them.
Yeah, they needed LeBron James hit a shot with 2 seconds left to win it.
Yeah, I'm talking about they squeaked that jump out. Did you know it was 29.5 when the line opened? Did you know it's gone to 31?
Oh, geez, has it? I was gonna bet it at 29. Oh, I don't like it at 31 now.
31. Yep, you said you put it at 36.
I did. So I guess if I was Greg Peterson, I'd still like it at what it is now.
That's true. So that's today. What is that, 2 o'clock today?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Look at me, man. Look at me. My brain's
You're
working.
all over the Olympics, John. Look at you.
So we're going to watch a little Olympics. We're going to cheer on some Grizzlies. And I'm trying to think, man, there's another good thing in the Olympics. Oh, they did the Poop Fest.
I'm sorry?
Dude, they did the triathlon.
Was it a complete triathlon?
They didn't make it by. They did the try.
Wow.
They did the run. They did the biking. They did the swimming. And then all the peeps were throwing up
when
they crossed the finish line.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they swam in that poop water. I can't believe they let them do that. Just hours before the event, they're like, there's too much E. coli. And then you know what happened?
I have no idea.
Somebody said we spent $1.5 billion to clean up that river. You better get those fools in that water and tell them to swim. I don't care if they're puking and get poop on them.
Is that a quote?
That's reckless
or is
speculation.
That's a John Harden
mind
quote.
I'm just telling you what I feel. Just telling you what I feel.
Right.
Reckless speculation. Hardenwood next. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Memphis, the playoffs are back. Come see the PGA Tour's best compete for the trophy, the FedEx St. Jude Championship, August 14th through 18th. Witness the drama at 70 players arrive in Memphis, and only 50 move on. Tickets are on sale now at FedExChampionship.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
All 650 acquisition fee, $20,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage, Forte RE794066, MSRP 21820, Telluride RG543666, MSRP 39835, EV9 R602 29603, MSRP 61035. Includes all rebates and incentives and PF 695. Includes tax, title, license, registration, and fees. Must finance through Hyundai with approved credit valid through 7/31/24. Dealer stock only.
I got Jeff Allen on the line, Dawson Kia, South Mount Moriah. Hey, dude, you ready to rock our world?
You better believe it, Randy. How about 41 MPG Highway in a 2024 Kia Forte LXS, $199 a month, $37.99 due at signing. 2024 Kia Telluride S, $379 per month, $39.99 due at signing. And 304 EPA estimated range for $389 a month in a 2024 Kia EV9 Lite, or get 0% for 48 months, $49.99 due at signing, all 24-month leases.
Plus, every Gossett Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah.
Or online, KiaMountMoriah.com.
Stop what you're doing and listen to this. Your God-given freedoms are up for the taking, and those doing the taking are the same people who've sworn to defend your freedom. They think they can control the media, hide the truth, and force their delusions onto your family. You know what they can't take away? Self-reliance, peace of mind. Got water filtration? You should. A charged solar generator? You better. Emergency food on your shelf? Get it now from My Patriot Supply. My Patriot Supply is the most trusted name in survival, and for damn good reason, too. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com right now and save $200 on their best-selling 3-month emergency food kit. It delivers over 2,000 calories per day, plus sealed inside practically unpierceable packaging. It lasts up to 25 years. Oh, and did I mention it's delicious? Go to MyPatriotSupply.com and save $200 per kit. Includes fast and free shipping. That's MyPatriotSupply.com.
Jenkins Floors and More invite you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Dallas, and on your 253 Memphis, 4 broadcasting stations.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I hope you're having a wonderful hump day. Already told you to go to Buster's Butcher Shop and get you a good old cut of meat, some cheeses, some sides. Go get you some Tito's over at the liquor store. They got 2 liquor stores at Buster's. And Tito's. Heck, it's the best part of waking up. Little Tito's in your cup. But for real, if you're a dog lover, and I'm a very, very big dog fan. I like dogs. Do you know that I like dogs, I think, more than people?
Who doesn't, honestly?
Well, I mean, I like my children, my grandchildren, my parents, my brothers, my family I care more about than anybody.
You like me more than dogs?
Than my boy Bentley, no. Bentley's my boy. Now, Rocco and Chloe, I'll take you over them.
I'll take it.
But Bentley, hell no, that's my best friend, man. That's my best friend. And if you love your dog and you didn't know this, Tito Beverage, who basically came up with the recipe, started the business. You know, he started out and he wanted to make a really good spirit. And he taste tested it, gave it to a few friends, taste tested it again, came up with a perfect batch. And it's like, you know what, man, I'm going to make this. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, Tito's takes off. It's like the number one vodka in the world. It's the best tasting vodka in the world. It's the winner of the gold medal women every single time because it's the best vodka tonic on planet Earth. You know what he did with his money? He's probably living a very nice life, but he's already saved over 600 dogs. If you love dogs and you drink vodka, you better drink Tito's. If you love vodka and you're not drinking Tito's, then do you really like vodka? And if you love the Olympics and USA, you better not be drinking no Russian vodka. Drink Tito's, crafted and distilled right here in the United States, down in Austin, Texas, 6 times distilled, then distilled in classic copper pots. Very unique flavor, slightly sweet with a black pepper note. It balances everything out, whether you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat. Get your Tito's on today. Not going to Hardwood yet, I just remembered.
Right.
That's at 12:30.
Correct.
I was about to throw it to it. But then I saw the clock.
Thank you. It's good to look at the clock sometimes, John.
Sometimes it's good to look at the clock. Problem is, clock's on my left side, and it's hard to turn to the left for me because my ribs are my left ribs are broken.
Interesting.
So yeah, things hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not necessarily not looking at you, Dacus. It's just easier.
So you're
to
not
look to the
ignoring
right.
me. You're just
Not ignoring you,
I
sir.
See. Okay, good.
But I do have
I'm
to
not
say,
ignoring you either. I'm just watching a lot of games over here.
I hope you've been listening to me today, people, because I said the Yankees were going to. I hope you weren't listening to me, basically. 'Cause I said the Phillies were going to get off the schneid.
You did.
Yankees are up 4-0.
Holy cow!
I've already jumped off the Phillies, and I'm jumped all up on the Yankees.
Wow!
And then I parlayed them with the Twins, Nerfy, Mets. No, not Twins, Mets, Nerfy. Twins, Mets tie.
I see.
Minus the 140. The comebacks plus 115. You better get it in. You got like 60 seconds. Now, also, I told y'all, you wouldn't believe this. Earlier in the show, I wrote down on my little pad when I got up and talked about, the Olympics are today. They're every day.
Mm-hmm.
They're going on all the time. Mm-hmm. But USA Basketball plays South Sudan today, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, they do.
About an hour ago, the line had moved to 31.5.
Mm-hmm.
I just checked it during the break. It's 12:10.
Mm-hmm.
The line right now, you can get it BetMGM, 28.5. Do we jump this sucker?
I jumped on it, John. Now, here's the thing. Play this with extreme caution. I do not I think anytime you're betting a team to win by 30 points, it's crazy. That's hard to do anytime. But you've got a Team USA team that's playing better. They know what time it is. They hear all the noise of how embarrassing the last 2 exhibition games were before the games. This team in South Sudan, John, you just said that you just learned that Team USA only beat them by like 2 points. It was an embarrassment. Everybody was letting them know. It was so bad that the NBA came out and said that the guy that played unbelievably, had a triple-double for South Sudan, would have an opportunity to sign with an NBA team for like a week after that exhibition game because he played so well against LeBron and Steph and Jason Tatum and all these guys. So I don't think Team USA is going to want to have that same thing. I think they're going to want to go out. I think they're going out for blood. Also, John, something to keep in mind, the Olympics basically tells these teams to go out and blow your opponents out, because once we get to when we're starting to seed these teams for bracket play, point differential is a big thing. So you're going to see if Team USA goes up, they're going to want to continue to step on that neck because they're going to want to win as big as they can because point differential is such a big thing in the Olympics.
That's why they didn't play Jason Tatum in the last game, so they could let him be all fired up.
And we'll see if Jason Tatum will play today. It's the Jason Tatum revenge game.
It's the Jason Tatum revenge game.
That's right. And you know what? Everybody's talking about Jason Tatum. Everyone's forgetting about Tyrese Halliburton. Maybe Hallie gets in there and knocks down some shots. I like Halliburton. You don't like Halliburton.
I mean,
I can tell by the look on your face you don't like Halliburton.
Maybe it's because I'm a jealous human being.
Why are you jealous of him? Because he speaks with 2 voices?
You don't remember what he won last year for the NBA?
I actually don't.
The one award that he won.
I have no idea.
Do you not remember all the girls that were asked who's the biggest NBA player?
They asked the girls who the biggest NBA player is, and they all said Tyrese Halliburton?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean I see what you mean. I got you.
Do you not remember that?
I don't remember that, actually.
Yeah, I was like, damn, Halliburton.
Have you heard his 2 voices?
No, he's got 2 voices?
He supposedly, he just talks, and like while he's talking, he has like two different ways that he talks, and it just kind of like they go in and out of each other. And he says he doesn't really notice it, but other people notice it. It's crazy. It's insane.
That does sound a little crazy and insane, and we got some crazy, insane bets on the board. We got day baseball going on. I hope you took the O's. If you did listen to me, that's good. Hopefully you didn't take the Phillies because they're losing 4-0. O's are up 3-0 on the Blue Jays. I do want to bring up one quick thing because I'm going to go kind of deep in some baseball, and I'm going to ask you this question: what are the Blue Jays doing? And very, very simply, like, what do you know? Do you have a clue what the Blue Jays are doing?
Retooling is how I would.
Retooling?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't call it. Dude, I don't understand. Do you realize that all of their pitchers are over 31 years old that are healthy?
That's right.
Do you realize that their two young stars, Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette, both are going to be free agents next year?
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that. I thought they had another year team
Nope,
control.
next year.
Wow.
Next year, you're going to have to open up the book. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, Bo's having the worst year of his life.
Yeah, he's kind of struggling.
His hair looks great, but he can't hit his way out of a wet paper sack. Vlad's came on, he started off struggling. But, like, are you going to blow this all up?
Well, I mean, I would have.
I would have gotten rid of all my old pitchers. I would have maybe even come off Bo Bichette or Vlad Guerrero Jr. I know that sounds crazy because you think of him as a cornerstone. Man, people move off people all the time. You know, Anthony Rizzo used to be a Cub.
Right. Well, and I think a lot of people thought that that's what they were going to do. I mean, before the trade deadline, John, everybody was talking about Vlad and Bo Bichette both being gone and like what their new teams would be. And so I think, at least I was a little surprised that they didn't move one of those guys. Now, you've got Bo Bichette that, like you said, John, has been struggling. He's dealt with a lot of injuries, especially this year. So maybe it was tough for them to find a good deal involving him. Vlad Guerrero, on the other hand, everybody and their mother.
Dude's batting, what, 315 on the year and hit like 6 bombs?
Yeah, like everybody would have wanted him. So maybe
right before the break in a week or something. It was something nuts.
Maybe that's a guy that they want to keep. I don't really know. But yeah, I was a little surprised that they did not sell more than they did.
Shocker, the only hit in the game for Toronto, I think, is from Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Today?
At least it was earlier.
No, someone just hit a home run for Toronto. I don't know who
Damn
it was.
it! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see that, buddy.
Yeah, I just looked over. I have the Orioles minus half a run in the first 5, so they just hit a home run, but it's 3-1 now.
Well, I didn't understand that the Blue, I thought, because if you look at their division, I don't know if you realize, people, they're over in the AL East. Baltimore's doing nothing but getting better.
Addison Barger.
Red Sox are right there in the wild card hunt. The Yankees are dope. Tampa Bay, we saw all the moves that they made. They gave away 7 players, brought back 12, saved themselves $22 million. Mm-hmm. Kind of stacking themselves for the future. I don't think they're any better, or I don't think they're any worse, but that's how you have to do it when you're a small market team. They have a strategy. Tampa Bay has a strategy in the AL East. Yeah. The Orioles have had a strategy for years, and they're finally getting a little bit smart. They've been drafting the best players in baseball for the last 10 years. For the last decade, nobody's drafted better than the O's. Like you can look it up. All the advanced metrics. They've been drafting well. And they've got one of the most stacked damn minor league systems you've ever seen. Now they're all coming up. They're all playing well together. And now they're finally going out there to grab those pieces. The Orioles have a strategy. I still think they should have gone in a little bit harder. Maybe come off another piece to get a starting pitcher. But their bullpen, they've shored up. Red Sox have their strategy. Blue Jays don't have a strategy. It's just like they're flying by the seat of their pants every single year and just hoping and wishing that something's going to get right. I don't understand that. Now, I got to talk about the Dodgers. Bro, the Dodgers are the new Yankees, aren't they?
Yeah.
They go out and spend $1 billion. We bring in Shohei. We're going to bring in Yamamoto. Yamamoto might not even pitch again this year. They spent $300 million on my man. That's all right. He's not going to work. We'll go out and get Jack Flaherty, who's not going to be a piece that you're going to keep in the future because he's in a contract year. As much money as they spend on pitching, they can't go out there re-signing Jack, and you don't want to. But as a rental, giving up a few players, spending a little extra cheddar, Dodgers, I think, did themselves a big favor. Now, the big thing about the Dodgers is a lot of people are saying that they are They won at the trade deadline. And I'm like, I don't know if they're the biggest winner at the trade deadline. Jack Flaherty fills a need. Clayton Kershaw's just come back, people. I mean, they have Walker. They have so many issues with the starting pitching. They brought in Tommy Edman and
Edman. Oh, John, I am heartbroken that the Cardinals traded away Tommy Edman.
Are you really?
mean, yes, I am, John. I mean,
I definitely seem like you're being sarcastic.
No, I actually do like Tommy Edman.
You do?
And I wish they hadn't traded him because he was like the most consistent player the last 2 seasons for the Cardinals. So,
Hell, Edman and Rosario are both going to be good enough to be, when everybody comes back healthy, basically platoon, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's adding depth.
And the Dodgers.
Kiermaier, I think, helps. He's a hell of a center fielder, and you got the whole Mookie situation.
Yeah. Well, they need a center field. Center field's been awful this year.
It's been awful
for the Dodgers, so anything could help.
But man, they just got banked. I think they did themselves a big favor. Don't get me wrong, I like what they've done. I think Michael Kopech, dude's got tons of potential. I think he just needs a different scenery. Sometimes just a different pitching coach can find a little something here or there. It's like the smallest little adjustment could maybe have him elevate to the potential that he has. I like what they did. But again, I like what a lot of people did. I like what the O's did. I like what people did that have actually a plan. Some of the teams that – and I still like what the Yankees did. Jazz has been straight up awesome. They got a little depth in that bullpen. They weren't getting any production from third base. But the Padres, I like A.J. Preller. I like the fact that dude's like, you know what? I'm going all in. And I'm going to go in all in until I get a title. Now, he might run out of pieces before he gets one. Because they gave up a whole lot for Juan Soto. And boy, they gave up a whole lot for some arms yesterday. Again, grabbing Tanner Scott, grabbing Adams, their bullpen is definitely lethal. They don't have a real good pitching. I don't know if Joe Musgrove is going to be able to pitch really well again. We'll see. But I like the fact that the Dodgers and the Padres played again. And one thing about the Padres is this team seems like they like each other. They really do. They're playing hard for each other. If you saw yesterday's game, the Padres were down 5-0 after the first inning, and they fought all the way back to win the game in 10 innings, 6-5. Dylan Cease is on the bump today against the Dodgers. Dylan Cease just threw a no-hitter. Dylan Cease has been nasty. And Clayton Kershaw is just coming back. Now, is Clayton Kershaw one of the best pitchers? Period. Yes, he's going to go straight to the Hall of Fame. Man's got over 200 wins. ERA's under 3 for his career. I mean, dude is filthy. Straight up nasty. Dude's got 15 shutouts, by the way. He ain't Nolan Ryan with 7 no-hitters, but 15 shutouts in today's baseball. Dude's a stud. But he's not the same Clayton Kershaw. My man's 36 years old. Dude's already thrown 2,700 innings. I don't know how much is left in the tank, but I do know that I love the Padres today after that comeback win at their house. They have the momentum. They brought in more arms. I just feel like momentum is right now on their side. And again, don't forget, Mookie's still not there. Max Muncy's still not playing. That Dodgers bullpen blew another one. Do you remember for the All-Star break, they gave up in back-to-back games, 5 on a Friday and 4 on a Saturday to lose in the 9th inning? That's the one thing they didn't get better is their bullpen. I love San Diego. So, again, a lot of people saying that the Dodgers are the big winners. They're the new Yankees. They just go out there and get everybody and their grandmother. We'll see. Too many questions around the team right now for me to sit there and just jump all over them. Now, we've been talking tons of baseball, and I do need to mention something else, and it has to do with what do you think is harder? It's in honor of the Olympics. Hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin Texan listener line, 901-360-8255, 901-360-8255. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry, baby. And let me know what you think. Because I was watching a little Olympics, and it was the gymnastics portion of it. And have you ever seen that balance meme?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd have a better chance of hitting a Paul Skeens fastball or doing a backflip in one of those little routines on a balance beam?
Can we change it from a hit to just making contact?
You just got to make
So I can just hit like a foul ball or something.
If you can you just touch it?
I just got to touch it. I'll take that. Over. I can't, first off, I can't do a backflip.
I always
Second off,
say that the hardest thing in the world is always hitting a
for
baseball
sure.
in pro sports.
But man, watching that balance beam,
Dude,
woo!
all I know is I was watching that and I was going, I've been wrong for so long.
It's crazy. It's incredible.
That's the most dangerous thing I've ever seen. And by the way, being a man on that men don't do that thing.
No,
Did you notice that?
They do the horse.
I noticed that like men do the horse.
Yeah.
And then the girls do the beam.
Yeah.
Is it because of straight up junk issues?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But the horse looks difficult too. I mean, the horse is all upper body thing.
Wait, by the way, hold on, did you see the guy who almost killed himself?
No.
You haven't seen the dude who, oh my gosh. So this guy's running like 100 miles an hour and he goes and you know how they jump on that little bitty springboard?
Yeah.
And then they pummel the horse or whatever they do?
No, you're putting together two different things, I think.
No, it's like there's a springboard and they like jump up on the horse.
Is that what they do? I have no idea. I've just seen people on top of the horse.
The dude ran and man, now I got to show you this during the break because I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about a different thing because the guy hit it so hard he like broke his chest.
Holy cow!
That horse don't move.
You know,
dude.
USA has like a specialist for the pommel horse.
Yeah, I know. He got a perfect 10.
Yeah, he's incredible.
That's why we got a bronze medal, son.
He just like sits there. He's like locked in for like 2 hours, and then they're like, "All right, you're up."
Horsey.
Yeah.
Oh no, what he did was the horse where you spin on that jump.
That's the pommel horse.
The one I'm talking about is where you jump and then you like push off this horse and like do some kind of like flippy thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's called a horse though.
I don't know. Well, I mean, they're using the horse.
Okay, you'll have to show me. I'm not a big gymnastics person, so I'm kind of watching all this for the first time. Men's gymnastics also going on right now. Men's individual all-around finals.
Dude, hey, is the women's polo team playing? Because
They
I heard
are,
Flavor
and
Flav is going to be
he's awesome. He's a sponsor.
Flavor Flav.
He has a song for the goalie.
Really?
He was on. Peacock has a show. It's Kevin Hart and I always forget who's on there with Kevin Hart. And whoever it is, and they had Flavor Flav on to talk about the women's water polo team, and he started singing about the about the goalie. It was hilarious,
bro. Also something hilarious I just noticed. I just found the easiest job in the entire world.
Okay, Keenan Thompson, that's who it's with.
There's a lifeguard.
Oh yeah, for the swimming events.
Bro, these are the best swimmers in the world.
Well, now somebody did say, because I saw that as well, and someone was like, you think your job's useless? They have a lifeguard for the... That doesn't seem useless to me. I mean, it sounds like a free ticket to go watch some Olympic swimming.
Oh, no, it's great for him. But I'm just saying, it's like, dude, like, I mean, like, you're an Olympic swimmer. You think this lifeguard's going to get in the pool, and then you're around a whole bunch of Olympic swimmers? You don't think, like, Katie Ledecky would jump in there and use her foot paddles and be there in 2 seconds?
See, I've never seen it, but somebody was saying that, like, sometimes they have cramps and, like, while they're swimming or whatever, but these are Olympic athletes. I don't think they're having any cramps while they're competing for gold.
Damn, good job, man. It's a good gig if you can get it right there.
Heck yeah. But, I mean, think about how qualified you have to be to get that job.
Dude, you just call up Baywatch, bro.
So
you never watch Baywatch. You're too young.
So I also there was a new Baywatch that came out with like The Rock and Zac Efron. I saw this and I'm watching handball over here. I know we got to get to a break. So 2028. Are you okay?
No runs, baby. First inning, Twins and the Mets tied 0-0.
So. You've got me losing my train of thought now. So handball, I'm watching handball over here.
Dude, I know what handball is.
In 2028, the United States will host the Olympics in Los Angeles, right?
Yep. My question is Ja or Tripp going to be on that team in 2028?
Neither. Ja more has a better chance than Jaron. I think Ja can make it. Jaron, no. But handball is going to be a sport in the Olympics in 2028. The United States has never had a handball team compete in the Olympics, but because they're the host, they get a team in every event. So they'll have a team in handball.
So we can try out for handball?
We can try out for handball. We need
How
to
do you
start
play
training
handball?
now. Well, that's the thing. We need to start watching it and training for it because they have open tryouts for the USA handball team.
Dude,
and we can go try out and be on the handball team in 2028 in Los Angeles.
I'll be 50 years old, man. Oh, God.
Maybe I'll try out for the U.S. handball team. I'll be 28.
Hey, Tom Brady played till he was 41.
Well,
we're just talking about handball, buddy.
That's true. Handball looks. I mean, it's
Looks
fast
intense.
paced. I mean, it's a game for sure.
Dude, why isn't pickleball an Olympic sport then?
Everybody's been saying, "Oh, please give me a break." I mean, all these people that are so into pickleball right now, it makes me so mad. There are two things, John, in life that infuriate me to
I
no
want to play
end.
pickleball.
The first is people that are so determined to back into every single spot they park in. I mean, give me a break. The second one is all these pickleball people because they're taking all the tennis courts around town and turning them into pickleball courts. I mean, it is ridiculous, John. And now these people go, oh, pickleball should be an Olympic sport. You didn't know what pickleball was 3 years ago. Now you think it's the greatest thing ever invented. Give me a break, John. It is, it makes me so mad.
Do you want to know something about Chas that is like so spot on for stereotypes?
What's that? She loves pickleball?
No, you know the stereotype that women can't drive?
Uh-huh.
You got nervous. You're like, uh-huh. Hey, that's a stereotype. When I was growing up, look, don't get mad at me because I'm from the 80s. We used to watch Nerds, Porky's.
No, I mean, Melinda refuses to drive, so I mean...
Because, listen, Chas can't drive. She couldn't back in to a spot to save her life.
Sure. I can't back into a spot.
In fact, she's got a
I
brand
don't
new
try.
nice car.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a whole screen that you can see in the back.
Sure.
She had it on her other car.
Sure.
She couldn't back out of a driveway the other day because somebody parked on the other side of her and she didn't want to hit her car.
Risky business.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about Chas ever doing that. But you can get mad at her because she is the person that parks so bad that on one side to the other.
Yeah.
That I'm like, why can't you get in the middle?
That's right. Yeah.
Like, why are you 1 inch from the
That's
line on the
right.
left?
Yeah.
And you got a whole deadgum Halliburton on the right.
That's right.
We're taking a quick time out. We got Hardwood on the other side. Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Summertime's finally here, and that means it's time to party. Lucky for you, Family Leisure is having the Summertime to Party sale. Now, what's all included in this party sale? Practically everything. 24-foot above ground pools for as little as $19.99. All ladders, filter systems, and even robotic cleaners are 20% off. Come in and look at all of the in-stock patio furniture Family Leisure has. Plus, it's up to 50% off. Play gyms for the kids, that's $1,000 off. Patio umbrellas, take 20% off. You can get a 4-person hot tub for just under $3,000. We know you're really going to just use it for yourself. Family Leisure has discounted pricing on all in-stock pool toys and floats while the supplies last, so you better get in quick. Plus, Family Leisure has special financing available. Just ask an associate for all the details. Summertime means party time, and Family Leisure is ready for any party. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun all come together.
When we say that Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect downtown neighborhood bar, is cool, we're not just talking about the temperature. Now, it is very cool in Bell Tavern this time of year, but it's also just straight up cool. The atmosphere is cool, the employees are cool, and the customers are cool. Bell Tavern isn't for people that feel compelled to act out whether their team is winning or losing. It's for people that act like grown-ups, cool grown-ups. That means if you go to Bell Tavern, you're cool. Lots of people go to big chain sports bars, but you could be one of the people that goes to Bell Tavern. That's cool.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. 5 Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 5 Ash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com.
Hey, what are you doing up on the step stool?
About to clean these light fixtures. The whole family's coming over, and if there's even a speck of dust in the house, my umbrella will find it.
Here, I got a Swiffer duster to help with that.
A Swiffer what?
A Swiffer duster. It has this cool extendable handle that reaches 6 feet to get high and low, with fluffy dusters that easily trap and lock dust.
So, no more step stool?
No more step stool.
Easily trap and lock dust from hard-to-reach places with the Swiffer duster. Love it or your money back.
It's the Gossett Mitsubishi Motors Summer Sales Event, and you will find a better bang for your buck. So get to Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike and get 43 MPG Highway and 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage, $17,980 or $299 a month. 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, $26,530 or $379 a month. 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, we Gossett, $26,530 or $379 a month. And get vacation ready in 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander, $29,900 or $399 a month. Plus peace of mind with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike and 24/7 at MemphisMitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
500 military rebate, 500 loyalty, and 500 trade-in assist. Mirage, RHO 10843, MSRP 18480. Sport, RU1 11873, MSRP 28030. Outlander, RCO 63695, MSRP 314. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
John, I want to thank our buddy Matt for texting in. You were talking about the vault, not the horse.
Oh, it's called the Vault.
The Vault.
Matt, thank you so much.
Yeah, he also said that what you're talking about happened a while ago, but it still is crazy. He said he knows what you're talking about.
It's trending on Twitter. I saw it today.
But yeah,
it was it looked like the most painful thing I've ever seen in my life. In fact, I saw it because David Walker, Evie's husband, former quarterback for Texas A&M, retweeted.
Interesting.
I know why he retweeted it now. Because he showed the vault. It's got to be old. And the guy gets hit, and above it he says, when he was playing, this is how they taught you the triple option. That's when to pitch. When you get
that's funny.
You know, the chest right in the helmet.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Because the vaulty horse went right in his chest.
The vaulty horse.
It looks like a horse.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Maybe it's called a bull. I just know it's like 350 pounds of an immovable object.
Yeah.
But we figured out our stuff that we were trying to.
Sure did.
I got to remind you that Rick's Automotive, let me tell you a little something. They can accommodate all your powder coating needs. They're locally owned. They're locally operated. When you want a beautiful finish every time, it's Rick's Powder Coating. Drop by, give them a call, 901-367-2771, or go to rickspowdercoating.com. They do automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating, 2 conveyors, and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South. Rick's, they got you covered. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Bro. Have you watched any of the Hard Knocks stuff with the New York Giants?
So I'm a little behind. I am 2 episodes behind. I'm going to try to catch up tonight. John, buddy, you watched this video and thought it was from this year? Take a guess how long ago this video was. Don't look at your phone. Don't look at anything. Just take a guess. You remember the video, Vegas?
2003.
John, it was from 43 years ago. This is the grainiest old video I have ever seen in my life. And you're like, oh man, this happened this year.
You know what?
You're right, he did get smacked though.
I'm just saying, like, you know, there's still bad, like somebody, like you could have a cracked phone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Bad camera on your phone. You could be cheap and have a Cricket phone.
Yeah, I guess so. You know what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, no, it does look old now that I'm looking at it. Well, on Hard Knocks, like, one, I feel bad for Brian Daboll because I think Brian Daboll is a great coach. He's on the hot seat, obviously.
John, if you spoil anything, I will kill you.
I'm not going to. Oh, wait.
I already saw Dave's was mad that his facial expression when they said they were sticking with Daniel Jones. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, dude. No. If you saw it, like, he's looking at the GM, John, and their owner, what is it, Mara Jr.?
Yeah.
Is it John Mara Jr. too? There's a bunch of Johns over there.
I think it was John Mara.
John Mara Jr., their GM's John Shine. Like,
Shane.
Shane, whatever.
But his name's spelled like an idiot. It's like S-C-H-O-E-N.
S-C-H-O-E-N.
Yeah. Shane. Yeah, John Mara.
And he's not happy.
John Mara?
No, Brian Daboll.
Oh, both of them. Huh.
Brian Daboll is not happy because he's like, you know what? I want to go up and get Jaden Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, that's who I think. I think you give me Jaden Daniels, I can give you a chance. Dude, man, Washington in the same division went up, got him. He's stuck with Daniel Jones. They did go get Malik Neighbors, which I think he's great. Out of LSU, I love him. But, bro, Daniel Jones can't get him the damn ball. And I almost threw up when I saw this. Do you know how much money Daniel Jones is getting paid this year?
No, how much?
He's getting $40 million.
Maybe why they weren't able to bring back Saquon.
I wish I could just go back and rewind time back to when I went completely off and said, I can't believe they gave this extension to Daniel Jones 2 years ago. Do you remember he threw 2 touchdowns in how many games 2 years ago when they went to the playoffs and beat Minnesota? 2 games. He threw multiple touchdowns in only 2 games the whole season. Both of them were against the Vikings. He's not a good quarterback. Like, he can't throw the. You know what he's. Oh, by the way, go get Malik Neighbors. Who underthrows players more than anybody than Daniel Jones? I've never seen anybody underthrow a deep route as much as Daniel Jones does.
Yeah.
So, you got to be accurate. You got to be good. Poor Brian Daboll is neither. But giving me an opportunity to talk about the Giants also gives me an opportunity to give a shout out to my buddy David Deal.
Heck yeah.
So the Giants have been doing their top 100 players in their history because, 2025 will be 100 years. So they're doing like a little recap all the way down.
Yeah, and they've got those stupid jerseys they're going to be wearing this year as well.
Yep, that's true. That is true. Well, guess who came in at number 52 as the all-time Giants list? That'd be the University of Memphis's coach, David Deal.
Heck yeah.
And they put this little presser out. Few players worked harder, played with more enthusiasm, or were more popular among teammates than David Deal. He's arguably the most accomplished fifth-round draft choice in Giants history. He was the 160 overall selection. My man has 2 Super Bowl rings, played all 4 offensive line positions, played everything but center. And he was also 2009 All-Pro. They say a bunch of stuff about him, physically, mentally, everything about him, football. All I can tell you is I can't read all of this because it is long. I didn't realize they got they got like 10 paragraphs about him. Good job, Giants.
Heck yeah.
I will say, man, Tiger's got a hell of a coach because he is a hell of a player, and he's a hell of a good person. So congratulations to David Deal. And now he also, by the way, David Deal also said this offensive line this year for the Memphis Tigers, they're going to be one of the best units on the team. We don't talk about the big uglies as nearly as much as we need to, but this year's Tigers team, watch out, boys and girls, they going to be nasty. Now, there's something that I see happen around Memphis all the time. And I'm going to tell y'all to stop it right now. Because somebody's been taken. Somebody out there has been had. So, do you go into a lot of convenience stores and gas stations like I do?
Sure.
So, when you go in there, like there's always somebody, like scratching off.
Oh, of course.
Or you'll see the people who don't scratch it off. They just buy it. And then they tell the person to put it on their thing, and they can just scan the barcode, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And it goes, woohoo, if you want, okay?
Yeah.
Well, don't do that because guess what?
What's that?
A gas station clerk can actually hose you.
Whoa.
So this happened in Rutherford County in Tennessee. A Tennessee man was freaking shocked the other day. The police reached out to him, okay?
Okay.
If the police come to your house, I'm telling you, if the police come to my house or anybody else's house, like, I mean, I'm cool. Police actually came to my house not too long ago. I got a lot of friends that are police. So maybe, like, I should say this. When I was a younger man, if the police would have knocked on my door, it would have scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this man, when the police knocked on his door, he was like, damn. Like, first thing he started doing, thinking, like, what'd I do? Because you don't, like, police don't just show up at the house.
Right.
They're just not usually, like, chilling outside. Like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing today? So you look out, and you're like, damn, bro. There's 2 cops at my door. And you open up the door, and you're like, hey, officers, how y'all doing today? And they go, well, sir, we're here to inform you that you've been the victim of a crime.
Holy cow.
And he's like, what? I haven't been. And then the guy's like, no, I haven't been a victim of a crime. They're like, sir, yeah, you have. Well, what'd somebody do to me? Well, they stole $1 million from me.
Whoa.
What? And you're thinking to yourself, I don't got $1 million. How did somebody steal $1 million from me? Well, let me tell you how. And this is why you don't just hand a lottery ticket to the gas clerk. So, my man, a father of 2, by the way, very, very nice guy, walks in, he buys 2 lottery tickets. And this is what pisses me off, by the way. I don't ever buy the scratch-off lottery tickets because I never win. I mean, I haven't bought one in, like, when did they come out, like 10 years ago?
Yeah, I don't know exactly when they came out, but I know they're popular.
I had a little scratch fever. And I would buy like $50 worth of lottery tickets, go home and scratch them off, and then go back and I'd have like $10 in winners. I never won jack. Well, this guy buys 2 lottery tickets, doesn't actually get them in the hand and scratch them, and just tells the guy to flip them. So he flips the first one and goes, woohoo! And then he does the second one real quick, and the first one was for $40. And the guy was like, yes.
Yeah,
dude bought
$40.
2 $5 tickets.
Heck yeah.
First one he won 40, and then the guy didn't even scan the second one and just threw the other one in the trash can like he scanned it because it doesn't make a noise.
Oh, like if you don't win, it just like doesn't do anything.
So then the guy's happy. He gets $40 out and he leaves. So he put in 10, took out 40. He's like, I got a $30. I won $30. I'm feeling good about it. Goes and gets in the car with his kid, drives off.
Right.
Well, the gas station clerk, after the guy drove off, decided to pull the lottery ticket out of the trash, and then he actually clicked it to see if it was a winner. It was the grand prize winner of $1 million. Yeah,
Wow.
you heard that right.
Holy cow.
So the gas station clerk goes to the lottery joint, you know, where you take it to get your thing, and the guy's name is Patel. He's 23 years old. His name is Meet Patel. He was the store clerk. So Meet Patel, who's 23 years old, goes to the what is it called? The clerk?
The
lottery commission or something.
Oh yeah.
Like he goes there, and then they ask him for a bank account. They ask him a bunch of simple questions. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And the dude's like, I don't have a bank account. I don't have an ID.
Wait, the guy that won all this
the
stuff?
guy that won, yeah.
that?
He's like, man, so the lottery. Oh, here it is. The lottery commission is what they're called. The guy says, I don't have any identification, and they're like, well, we need some banking information. He goes, well, I don't have a bank. He's like, can you please just give me $1 million check? And they're like, well, how you know? He's like, no, it doesn't work like that. We're gonna wire you the funds into your bank. He said, but we also need your identification. He's like, I don't have any identification or a bank.
Huh.
And they're like, so guess what happens? Craig, who works for the lottery commission, says, Craig and Greg decide, this is a little fishy. So they do a little investigating. They go back to they kept the lottery ticket. They wouldn't give it back to him. They said when he brought proper identification. So they did a little investigation. So they went to the store where the lottery ticket was sold. Guess who was working at the store?
The guy that won it.
Meet Patel, who was trying to cash it in the day before.
Wow.
So they go there, and then they tell the owner, Can we see some of the security, the video of the day?
Yeah.
That the lottery ticket. So they get the little security camera. They start looking through all that bad boy. Guess what happens? They show him stick the first one in. The guy go crazy, give him his $40, and he throws the other one like it's in a ticket.
Yeah.
Once he walks out the door, dude pulls it out there.
Holy cow.
And he shows him he wins $1 million. And he's like back there like going bananas. I'd be going bananas. But you stole it, dude.
Holy cow.
Like, I mean, he didn't know on the front end. He didn't know on the front end that the ticket was going to be worth $1 million.
Right.
He just figured the guy won on the first one. He could act like he's scanning it, doesn't make the woohoo, and he throws it in the trash. Guy's going to leave. So anyway, Meet Patel, he's now in jail for theft over $250,000, facing some serious charges.
Holy cow.
And then my man just was sitting at the house, was happy with his $30 windfall. Two cops come to the door, and he's like, oh, ish. What did I do?
What'd I do? That's crazy.
And they're like, hey, man, we got $1 million lottery ticket for you. Bro, that's a hell of a day.
That's a good day.
It's a great day. On the other side, my buddy Mikey, he's been working with me all year long. He's a super sweet kid. He goes to Alabama. He's going to give you a little Alabama preview on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Women here in Memphis are wearing bigger, better quality diamonds and some amazing designer rings thanks to the arrival of Genesis Diamonds. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine, and Genesis came on the scene here last year and shook up the jewelry world big time with rock-bottom prices on diamonds, a selection that's like 20 times ordinary stores, designer rings you can't find anywhere else, and guarantees and warranties that are the strongest in America. A relaxed, no-pressure, laid-back experience with no commission salespeople. Everybody here is loving what Genesis is doing. Whether you want a lab-grown diamond or a natural diamond, Genesis will easily beat anyone else's price. The owner is a former diamond wholesaler, and Genesis has cornered the market on the world's most acclaimed designer rings. They have all the top 10 designers in the bridal world, thousands of handcrafted rings made by the premier designers. For whatever special occasion you have coming up, don't go to the old-fashioned stores for the same old, same old. Discover the store that's raised the bar in quality, selection, and value. Prepare to be blown away. Genesis Diamonds on Poplar at Perkins Extended.
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom gate solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blends security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com.
Case IH is a proud supporter of the Mississippi Farm Bureau, and thanks to a membership benefits partnership, Mississippi Farm Bureau members receive a discount of up to $500 on every qualifying Case IH tractor and piece of equipment you purchase. This discount may be used with other promotions, rebates, or offers. So join Mid-South Ag Equipment and the Mississippi Farm Bureau and pocket up to $500 in savings. Call Mid-South Ag at 662-890-3141 to get your discount today.
Are you ready to ride? Well, we got it covered at Gossett Kia on the bike. Get 41 MPG Highway and 2024 Kia Forte LXS. $199 a month, $37.99 to assign it. 2024 Kia Sportage, $279 a month, $34.99 to assign it. Or how about a 2024 Kia EV9 Lite with 0% APR available for 48 months? Or get 304 EPA estimated range for $389 a month, $49.99 to assigning. All 24-month lease. Plus Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call Bobby J. He's ready to put you in your new Kia today. Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Acquisition fee $20,000 per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE794-066, MSRP $21,820. Sportage R73-16197, MSRP $28,865. EV9 R60-29,603, MSRP $61,035. Includes all rebates and incentives and PF $695. Includes tax, title, license, registration, and fees. Must finance through Hyundai with approved credit valid through 7/31/24. Dealer stock only.
Febreze. So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight anywhere funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze. La la la
Tucker from Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. It's our 35th anniversary of Sunrise, and we're celebrating with savings that are bigger than ever. Over 600 new cars and trucks to choose from with huge savings. It's a used car buyer's dream. Check it out at sunrisememphis.com. Hundreds of used cars and trucks with a lot specializing in cars and trucks under 20,000. Bad credit, it's okay. You're approved at Sunrise. Remember, we specialize in secondary financing. New cars and trucks aren't free, but at least they're affordable at the 35th anniversary sale going on now at all Sunrise locations. Coming from Pike Blue Case and Collierville.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Don't forget to check out Buster's Liquor Store and get you some Tito's. Don't forget to check out Buster's Butcher at Poplar and Highland and get you a T-bone steak. Big thanks to Frontier Western Store. If you want to look fly, go down to 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. They got all the clothes, the fall fashions for your family, your friends, your loved one, and your kids. They got you covered from head to toe at Frontier Western Store and FrontierWesternStore.com. We're about to talk a little Alabama football with a good buddy of mine who works with me. He's been up here all summer, but he's going back for, I think, his senior year at Alabama. It's my buddy Mikey. What's up, Mikey?
What's up? Hey, guys. How you guys doing?
Man, wonderful. I am so happy to have you in here. I've enjoyed you all summer. I got a question. Are you excited about this year's Alabama football team? Do you think Kalen DeBoer can replace Nick Saban?
I got one word for you. Hell yes.
That's what I'm talking about, Mikey. Now, tell me a little something. How's Kalen DeBoer and my man Jalen Milroe going to work?
Give me a sec. If you have taken a look at what he did at Washington, you would know that he is an offensive wizard. Look what he did to the offense. He turned around. They were like in the hundreds in offenses. Then 2 years, he turned into a top 10 offense. And he did the same thing at Fresno State. Yep. He did a whole thing. And now he does, and while Washington's going to be up-tempo, now Washington was up-tempo stuff, fast-paced. We're going to see a lot of that at Alabama. I think Jalen Milroe will be used to the potential, to his full potential. Alabama will still be Alabama. And he's got a heir apparent. Keelan Russell was one of the best QB recruits of this year. 2025 can't come soon enough, and I am so excited. And talk about the defense. Malachi Moore and Deontay Lawson, we are going to get pumped. We got that transfer from USC, Deontay Jackson, Kane Womack, a great guy. He knows the South. We are going to be pumped. People said Kalen DeBoer could not recruit in the South, but guess what? He can. We have a #1 recruiting class right now at this current moment, and we got Kaden Proctor back after losing him for a couple of weeks.
Roll Tide.
I am so excited for Kalen DeBoer, and I will be going to every home game, especially the Iron Bowl. I can't wait to see what happens. We'll be a playoff contender. I don't know if we'll be a national title, but hopefully we will soon. I only got 2 words for you. Actually, 3 words. Roll, damn Tide, roll.
That's my boy.
You got me fired up.
That's my boy, Mikey. Football's around the corner, and we got football tomorrow. Get out there. Make this world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
Roll.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. 5 Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 5 Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, no-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapor Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapor Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapor Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapor Shower Max used for adults only.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage des nouvelles langues.
Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut the size. Because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better than cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, they're proud to be here for their neighbors while giving back to communities across the state throughout the year, every year. This month, they're honored to stand alongside 1,600 dedicated volunteers as they make this year's annual FedEx St. Jude Golf Tournament fundraiser a resounding success. Giving back to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, which helps treat and defeat childhood cancer, is a